This is my outlook on gold for this week. So on daily time frame, we could see how price is respecting bullish structure, right? We are bullish overall. Bullish structure is being respected overall. So we have higher low, higher high, new higher low. Then we pushed up to make a higher high. This is a lower time frame higher high. Then a higher low, right? Now if you look at this on the structure on the daily time frame, you can see that price is respecting this trend line. So we had this first touch, this is first touch, second touch, and this is third touch, right? On my last video, I said that we are potentially looking for price to break above. There was a resistance zone I had, break above it, then we have an entry, right? Or if that entry does not work out, then around this zone, I said around the 750 zone, we might potentially have an entry there. That would be a higher low zone, right? Potential higher low zone. Now you can see the price action on this. You see how we pushed, made a high, right? A low. We push all the way up, breaking this last structure point here on the 1 hour time frame. This was a structure point, which was a lower high zone. We broke above it. Then we started broke above it above the 5,000 zone. Then we dropped down and started making lower highs and lower lows, right? Now we had an entry above here. I think our entry was above this, around this zone, right? A bullish entry because we saw this double bottom here, potential double bottom, and on the 30 minutes time frame we had a structure shift of structure, a bullish structure. So around once we got that bullish structure in 30 minutes time frame, we had a bullish entry, a long entry around here, and price pushed all the way up to here. And we had a SL out break even. So as price pushed all the way up to here, stopped us out at break even. So that position was a break even position. But just like we said in the last video, just like I said in the last video, if we are going to drop down, right, we should look for a new higher low zone around 4750 zone. You can see how what price did around this zone. What price did was we dropped all the way down, make high, lower lows and lower highs, and we dropped all the way down to this zone. Around this zone, we got a rejection, right? This rejection candlestick, see down the 1 hour time frame. Once we got this rejection candlestick, we then started going bullish. And this bullish structure now, we've broken above this last structure point, which is the last lower high zone on this retracement, on this counter trend here, right? This counter trend, this is the last lower high zone, and we've broken above it. So potentially we could see price go up to this last high, even up a high, and even up to 5,250 zone. You can potentially wait for price to retrace down to this structure point, which is the last lower high zone. This last lower high zone, yeah, we could potentially push up a bit, then come down to retest this zone. Once we get a retest on this zone and rejection of this zone, then you can have a long position. Now this long position shouldn't go below this last higher low zone that price made. So what I mean is, on this structure on the 1 hour time frame, higher low zone this higher low zone, you can see this is a higher low zone. Any type of retracement that we have, right, shouldn't go below this last higher low zone. If you go below this last higher low zone, then it invalidates this structure here, right? So any type of retracement that we get any type of low that you are trying to get should be higher than this low here, this point here. So around this zone here. But I think this zone should be the zone that price um reacts from or react to. Now we could see potentially on Monday we could just see price continue bullish, or we might have the retracement, or we go bullish. Then around this 5,000 zone we drop down, whatever thing we have. But you just wait for price to come down to make a new higher low zone before you enter any position. As if you are not in this position. I missed this entry around here. So my entry was around this zone here. Once I saw that price starting to make higher, may use this zone as a higher low zone right here. I had an entry around here and my SL was around here. So I have a position here, which potentially I'm going to hold even up to this last high. If we're able to break this last high, we not get any type of rejection above this last high, then we can see price going to 5250. From 5250 we might even see even up to 5k on gold, right? So yeah, that's basically it on gold. If you are to explain this structure here on the daily time frame, you can see how we are respecting these lows. So here is a higher low, boom. This is a higher low, boom. This is another higher low here, boom. Potentially this is another higher low zone. So you can see that this is respecting bullish structure. Since price was not able to break below to make from here, if we are bearish, then as soon as we made this high here, then we should have break to make a new lower low. But instead what we did was we dropped down. We did not make a new lower low. What we did was we made a higher low, a new higher low. So this potentially is a higher low, and from there we could see price go up to this last high here or even up to 5k. Potentially on gold you could see price go up to 5k. So that's it on gold. So like I said, we just wait for price to make a higher high. Then once we start retracing on the 1 hour time frame, we just wait for price to make a higher high, right? This could be the higher high. This might be the higher high, or price might want to go push up further, right? But we just wait for price to make a higher high, come down. When we start retracing, we look for a zone where price could act as a higher low zone, and from that higher low zone we enter long position. So yeah, that's basically my analysis for on gold. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.